Welcome, Dave.
Very glad to be here. Good to see you, Paul.
Now, we're in very uncertain times, Dave. The last 18 months have been unprecedented. As we return to a resemblance of normal, what would you give as your 3 tips for growth for small or medium-sized engineering and manufacturing company leaders?
Right, okay, so it's a great question. I think if I just touch on obviously we've gone through fairly traumatic times through pandemics and economic recession. People have asked me about how do you survive a recession and a pandemic, and I think that the one answer to that one is very much prepare for it, knowing that it is going to come. Every 7 years there's an economic cycle, so for sure there will be another one in the future, so always plan for recessions and pandemics and make sure your business is resilient to get through those. And if you can get through them, then that resilience that you built in will be a good platform for success. And the three or four, and I'll probably tell you 5, but the 3 really key ones for me is have a strategy for growth and risk mitigation. Risk mitigation keeps you in the game. Growth helps you survive afterwards. For every downturn in the economic cycle, there's an upturn that follows. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a cycle. So the fundamental for me on that is no dependence on any single sector, geography, or client. If you find yourself in a single geography market, you are quite exposed to national recessions and problems. If you're in a single sector, maybe it's just automotive, you're exposed to an automotive recession. If you have a single client, then basically your destination is in their hands. Your destiny is in their hands. So if you can get a business model that has that philosophy of no dependence on any single geography, sector, or client, you'll be resilient, and you'll also be able to grow well after that. Now, that's always very difficult if you're a small business based in the UK, but if you can have that aspiration, and maybe the geography is more difficult, but multi-client, multi-sector is really important on that side. The other 2 bits, be ruthless on overheads, be Scrooge, because that sets you up, that helps you get through economic recessions, and it helps you push through the margins on growth. And the other one is be ruthless on pricing. If you've got value, make sure you price for it. During the 2008-9 recession, I ended up putting our prices up, and the customer pays. There's always price elasticity in the market, and it's always so tempting to chase the market down on price for volume. But from my experiences, if you've got something good, hold your pricing. Pilot high, sell it cheap tends to be a spiral towards death. So those are the ones. No dependence on any single sector, geography, or client, ruthless on overheads, and look after your pricing.
Thanks, Dave. I think that pricing one is one I really like. It's something that's so often ignored, and people, especially in smaller businesses, so often undersell themselves.